Hi everyone, it's been a while since I've done a video. This is going to be a quick video of the work boxes and combining my first graders with my preschool. And I'm just showing you what they have already done, and it's just for today. So this is going to be for the week, but I'm doing it daily. So for today's work box, as far as my preschool goes, I'm going to be beginning with him. So here I go. Okay, so for him, for his workbox, I switched it around. I got all his supplies now on his top drawer. His next one is for writing. He's using his name that I printed out. I already erased it, sorry. But he just practices his name, and he's going to be doing this front page. It's what he did today. And then for once he gets better at it, I will put him where the letters are smaller. So he'll do that, and then he'll be doing it on his own from the stars down. So that's what he did. And then he also did, of course, his calendar page from Confessions of a Homeschooler, as well as his weather. And as you can see, he doesn't do school every day, so which is why I'm doing the work boxes this way now. So, and then he does his numbers, and he wrote his 7 up here instead of down here, so which is okay. So that's what he has for that one. And then he goes on to his reading, and he's reading the alphabet is the curriculum that I use, and this week's letter is letter A, which he's done before. He knows it and stuff like that, but it's got the little book, and the sight word for the week is the word at, so he's able to read you know, the book. He reads it to himself, and then he reads it to me, he reads it to his sisters, his dad, etc. And I give him a letter of the week worksheet, and I just pull these out from his preschool workbook that I bought at Walmart. So that's what he did for today as far as that went. And he also did his little word cards, which at the end of the week he'll be doing his sentences on here. So he just pretty much placed these on here. Depending on how the book went, that's how he likes to do it. His next drawer is his writing. So for writing, he is doing his A because it's for the week, so I'll write whatever letter is up here, and then I give him samples of 2 capitals and 2 lowercase, and he copies them. And as you can see, his A's have gotten really, really good. So that's what he did for today. And he's also practicing his numbers. So he just looks up here and then just pretty much trace these here, because he's just doing tracing for right now. So we'll be doing tracing for a little bit, and then I'll let him do it by himself. And that's what he did for that. And then his last drawer was math for today. Oh, let me get off the floor. So he did pattern, and this worksheet also came from his workbook. So he just completed the pattern. And then this had to do with reading the alphabet. So he had to make his own pattern up here, copy it down here, and he did that with all his cards and then just pasted them on there. And then this is a workbook. And since we're doing the number 5, he is doing 5, and then he did a few 5s and colored and then just found them and circled them. And this is really easy for him. It's just kind of review. We're also working on money this week. So I'm going to show you what he did on his mat. So for the 5, before I show you the money, for the 5, he was having trouble, is why I picked number 5, writing the number 5. So pretty much he uses this little bird, and he says, well, the bird's flying in the sky. He takes a dip down, and he flies around the cloud and makes a number 5. So that's what he uses for the number 5. I don't remember where I got the idea from. I know it was from online, I think Pinterest, but it has like the little poem and stuff to it, but that's how I teach him. As far as money went for today, he has this chart. I give him some play money to use. He was using this light. He just kind of just searching with the light and trying to look, because these are really hard to see, like the heads of them sometimes. So he was doing that, and then he just pretty much matched it to wherever it went. So he was doing that. And he was using his charts. So I have a chart for everyone, and it tells him how to count and what it is, fronts and tails. That way he can actually look for those features when it comes to his money. So he has these charts to look at. So that's what he was doing today, was actually matching his play money to his chart. And tomorrow will be a different story as far as his math goes, and a different activity. So anyways, that is it. That's what I did for preschool. He just did 4 drawers, and then tomorrow he has 4 more. So next I'll move on to my first grader. Okay, so now for my first grader's workbox. It's also completely a mess. I'm not using this top drawer right now, so let me just actually grab that off. I will be redoing his workbox. We're almost at the end of the year, so I really don't want to mess too much with anything. I'm just, you know, trying to get school done. So here's his calendar, and he's still doing the same things for his calendar, which is his calendar page, and that takes care of our attendance for me. And he does the same thing with his that his brother does, except he writes the date, which he did not do today's, and he writes the number. So I gotta get him to do today's. And he does his weather, he does his tallies, and we are already done, so he's just pretty much continuing it on until he gets to 180 days, and then we're finished. And then he does that at the end of the month. And that's it for his calendar. His next drawer is for reading, so he's still doing his list. He completed this list today, so that will be filed, and I will add in a new one. He worked on short A sounds, so he was doing that here as well as back here, and then reading sentences and just picking the correct word that went in the sentence, and then just matching sentences to pictures. And then he's doing his reading as he was before, and I think those are the top ones. I decided to do, this is the book that he read today, A Big I Took My Ball. So he drew his picture for today, and he was done with his book. And then when he's done with that, I give him a happy face. When he gets to 10, he will get a coin for the treasure box. And then those are for next week, next day and stuff, so I will show you that on another video. And then he went on to writing, and I already erased this. I'm sorry, I took a picture and went and erased it and forgot. So anyways, he's doing printing practice. So today was uppercase, so he just does his uppercase. And then he does 180 days of writing. So for today, to it, put it up here. Sorry for all the moving around. So for today, he had to draw a picture of his favorite candy, and then write an opinion about it and the reasons why he liked it. So I still have to go over it and correct it, and tomorrow if he does anything wrong, then he'll just fix whatever was wrong. And then for math, he's been doing skip counting by 3s, so he already got the simple one done, and he did it by heart, so he turned it to the back and added a few more numbers, and when he gets that by heart, I'll add in the next worksheet. And we have switched our math curriculum. Hold on a second and I'll get it. So we did switch our math curriculum. I want to get him like really caught up in math and stuff like that. So I went with Christian Light, and I just began him from the beginning, and I will just continue until he finishes all the books, and even if it goes through summer, and it'll be fine because he'll be caught up by 2nd grade. I just wanted to get those areas that I have not covered and get his math facts like down pat so he doesn't have trouble later. So that is why I switched them, and I love this curriculum. I really, really do. Anyways, so he has this 100 chart, and it's used for that curriculum, and today they were talking about counting by 10s, so we just circled the 10s, and that's all we did with that. He also does a fun page from one of his workbooks, so I keep that up with him. He likes to do these pages, so I just give him a page, and that's what he did. Before I get into the Christian Light, he's also doing money, so I got this workbook for him. His brother will be doing the same thing, and he just pretty much used a crayon and pretty much traced the penny and the nickel, because that's the only ones we're talking about right now, so those are the ones he did. And then he also took a magnifying glass and looked at a penny and then drew the front and the back of the penny, and then did the same thing for the nickel and drew the back and the front of the nickel. And then he's on light unit 101, and today he started talking about pretty much the tens and the ones, which is where we had left off with the other one and he was having trouble with. So I'm glad this one picked it up, and it picked it up pretty early. So today that's what he did. He was doing lesson 10, and he pretty much, you know, he whizzes right through here, like I don't even have to do anything. And the same over here. He's learning how to follow the little pictures. Like here is dictation, he has to listen. So this is what we're working on, is his dictation, you know, him paying attention and listening and waiting for me to to tell him what he needs to do. When he gets to I can do this, he goes through this really fast. Like it's nothing to him to do this. And then just for fun, he likes to do these as well. So that's what he did today. His math facts are easy. And after math, we were pretty much done. He will be doing the rest of his schoolwork tomorrow. I don't do stuff like I used to with him, where I used to give him a lot of his subjects at once. He was getting tired and stuff like that. So I'm giving him more break, and he's liking the schedule a lot more. So anyways, thank you for watching. I will be putting up our videos daily, but as we do our stuff, I will just show you what they have done. Anyways, thank you for watching.